Tuhaton nga tanan. So we are about to have our press conference for the Ibraa 2024. So we have here in our panel is the City Information Officer, Sir Ador Hurtado, our City Population and Youth Development Officer, Attorney Roldan Jan Larios, our SDS, Dr. Carmela Tamayo, and our Assistant SDS of Schools Division of Catbalogan City, Dr. Abugadji. So, sugad na lang po yun magiging flow naton press conference. Each of the media representative will ask question and then somebody from our team will answer the question. And then we will allow only up to 2 follow-ups for each media representative. Okay? Okay, so we'll start from on my left, tipaka diha right. Okay? So we'll start with PIA. Les.
Hello. Ronald po from Philippine Information Agency. Good morning po. Question ko lang po, pero po mga numbers na natin delegates na papadara almost, preparation po natin gin-made para rin nga Ibra, and how prepared po kita?
Good morning, maupay nga aga aton nga tanan. Para numberan aton delegates, may kita 477 nga tanan na. 294 hito asyan aton mga athletes. Then 100 hito amon aton mga coaches and other delegation officials. And then of course, we have the support from our local government unit, 87 po hirang katanan. So a total of 477. Para naman ang aton mga preparations, adi ko Attorney Roldan.
All right, so good morning to our friends from the media and press. In terms of preparation, the city government instituted through close coordination and collaboration with the Schools Division of Catbalogan City, we have initiated some tweaks in the usual preparations that we've had in the past conduct of Ibraa. Firstly, we made sure to conduct the local meet, the Catbalogan City Athletic Association meet on an earlier date. We had it last year, December of 2023. This is for the purpose of giving much more time for our athletes and coaches to prepare for Ibraa 2024. That's one. Another is we've instituted mechanisms to better prepare our athletes. Number one, provision of sports equipment. As early as March of this year, we have started in giving sports equipment to the different events. And another one, we have contracted more than 30, close to 40 trainers across 25 events who conducted the concentration training. The training commenced last April 1, 2024 in the different training venues available in the city of Catbalogan. Except for one event, we have sent 40 team to Northern Samar for 1 month concentration training for our 34 athletes for swimming event. And they are actually on their way here in Samar National School as we prepare for our departure for tomorrow. Another preparation that we have made is to actually provide the best possible delegation paraphernalia to include uniform and other provision that we have made mentioned earlier in our program. O sa ining pagpakitahan, makusog no pagtugudan siya dadan Catbalogan nga kuntagan natin yung suporta natin mga atleta, dakuan posibilidad that they will be more motivated to actually perform better. And you know, that feeling of pride and honor to bring across their chest the city of Catbalogan representing the biggest sporting events in the region, which is Ibraa. So those are just among the preparations that we've had. So as to question how prepared we are very much ready this time to battle it out in Ibraa. Our city government through the coaches, trainers, tournament officials of the Department of Education Schools Division of Catbalogan City has tirelessly worked hard in the past several months so that our athletes will be better prepared as they battle it out for Ebraa. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Sir, any follow-up?
Any follow-up questions po?
Okay na po.
We have here another member of the press.
Yeah, thank you. Regospice, Romanews.com. Tagpagyan the total budget. Budget from the DepEd, budget from the city, how much, and if we can compare this from the last two IBRAs, that is from the year 2021, no, 22, 23. And the current budget of Catbalogan City will be
Sige. Being the member, one of the members of the local school board, I will be responding to that question, sir. The total budget allocated under the Special Education Fund of the City of Catbalogan is amounting to 6,499,380 pesos as approved by the local school board through board resolution number 002 series of 2024, dated February 20, 2024. The summary of these expenses at 6,499,380 is for the actual conduct of the Ebraa, specifically on the meals and snacks amounting to 1,747,200, transportation of our delegates 595,000, delegation uniform 2,793,000, competition essentials to include the gears, the other event shoes and uniform amounting to 1,151,180 pesos, and other supplies and materials amounting to 213,000 pesos, for a total of 6,499,380 pesos. That is for the actual conduct of the Ebraa. Apart from that, the city government also has augmented, because we believe that the amount provided only for the charge under the Special Education Fund will not be enough to cover everything, to include the concentration training camp. For the concentration training, to include the honoraria of our contracted trainers, the meals provided during the entire April 1 until today, until tomorrow breakfast time, is charged under the Sports Development Fund of the City Population and Youth Development Office, under our office. I just can't compare it, the total of that kay dada mga components ngan ang kulang haamon opisina ginsaluhan iba nga MOOE fund han City Mayor's Office, which Mayor was just very glad to just share some of his MOOE funds kay diri gud talaga enough. As to the comparison, sir, of last year we've only had 3 million allocation under the Special Education Fund. It was augmented this year, 6 million. As to the question, why mas dako this year compared to last year, if you could recall, the conduct of Ebraa last year was not actually a planned event of the City of Catbalogan, because initially there was no. When we prepared the budget last year, sir, there was still a final decision as to the conduct of the Ebraa. So, han nagkaadahin final decision to conduct the Ebraa, the city government through the local school board parang hindi nagbiling ibang mga fund sources just to prepare for last year's Ebraa. So this year, kaya masigurado man kita nga may the Ebraa, we were better prepared this time. That's the reason why there was an increase, actually more than 100% of the increase of the budget allocation. And that's precisely the reason why we were able to provide all this to our athletes.
Thank you so much, Attorney Largus. Any follow-up, sir?
All right. DJ RJ of RJFM 97.7. Sir, an akon question. You mentioned about expenses of this actual event. Now, you do have expenses for the concentration training. Then, I know nga medyo durod ako ang aton budget, especially for the meals. And how many weeks yun na training? That's one. Paano niyo come up ito na budget? Di ba kamo magkakaproblema when it comes to liquidation? Because of, let's say, nagpinanguha ka mo yung iba-ibang mga funds. As I understand, na mo ganyan na MOE from other sports development fund. Now, one thing also is, an aton ba, iniba na mga expenses like hining a bulk na uniforms, bags, and everything, na umagi ba bidding? Because we are being questioned by social media posts. At least makabulos ka mo. Ayan na, hindi nga mga social media posts nga dapat ganansya, han city hinubaan, bidder nga nakakuha ini, including han actual na paggagastuhon ngadto han aton ORMOC 2024 budget labinaan catering services kung umagi ba ini bidding.
I think if there is one person who can best answer that question, it's sitting beside me, the chairperson of the Bids and Awards Committee. Sir Ador, please.
So with regards to the procurement of the different PPAs under the program in participation team, basically majority of which are umagi po ha ato public bidding. So as mentioned kanina by Attorney Roldan, from the start of the resolution granting the special fund intended for IBRAA, the concerned office or the end user facilitated the necessary documents in relation to public bidding. In fact, it was segregated according to the uniforms, to the meals, to the transportation, as provided hanaton resolution gihapon. So, it was a public bidding, a competitive public bidding, na kundi kung hino po ang responsive naton nga bidder, amo po ang nagdaog nga nakaprovide po hini nga aton mga goods and services, including po natin transportation tomorrow po nga haira pag-uliliwat by the end of IBRA 2024.
Just an additional, I made mention the tally of the expenses in each item. Just for the information of the general public, as a general rule, the main mode of procurement is competitive bidding. In the City of Government of Catbalogan, there is a threshold that we have to reach, and that required itong competitive bidding, and that is if the amount of the approved budget for the contract is more than 400,000 pesos, automatically competitive bidding will ensue, exempt for some exceptions provided under the procurement law. So, since kada item, sir, majority kay 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 5 of them reach the threshold. So, tanan niya, sir, competitive bidding. We went through that process early this year. And last la, supplies and materials, to include ini ang mga sports drink, Gatorade, and other essentials sa era competition. Amo an waray na mag-breach ang threshold, which is 213,000. Amongst all the item, amo lahat to an waray mag-undergo ang competitive bidding because nagawa siya nga SVP or small value procurement as provided under the procurement law. Thank you.
Okay, next one. One radio.
Hi po, good morning. I'm at the ending of One Radio. So, wala na po questions about the budgets because I myself, as an adult before, nakita ko yan na ang improvement, nag-grabe ang suporta natin City Mayor with all the gears, equipments. Parang gusto ko umutro pag-eskwela nga mag-volleyball again with all the gadgets that you have support athletes for our EverOut 2024. Now, the only thing that I want to ask, this is I think have been a problem decades way back before my time and halata mga new athletes. Well, earlier our city mayor said that waray maupay na training grounds and Catbalogan. which has, I think, maihanain nga naging problem, and then wala pa natin grandstand and all. So my question is, in the future, do we have a plan to have our sports center or ground for all the athletes to train para di rin ako iba pang places to spend more money at least, diba? So in the future, of course, hindi rin ito overnight na yung one time, but I'm just asking, this is for the future of our athletes as well, so they can train well. Naan nila di ako nakatbalogan. So do we have those plans in the future? Thank you.
On the part of the City of Catbalogan, as to the question, may ba plano ang City of Catbalogan to have training venues kay I just would like to correct the notion na totally waray kita training ground sa Catbalogan. For certain events, I would that would be affirmative. Yes, waray kita training venue na at par with the standards at the moment for some of the events. But majority of the events na cover natin here in Catbalogan City. And make no mistake, majority were covered by the City of Catbalogan. Only 2 events and what I did. And that is for the swimming and the athletic. Because of the absence of an athletic field, which you mentioned. But, ang hinimuhan Catbalogan City, hindi man kita pwede mag-inukoy lang, kay mas dako natin na Remalaso. Kung waray na nga kita training facility in Catbalogan City, di rin pa kita maghihimon paagi para mataganirahin training facility. So, as to the plan, I don't think I'm in the right position to actually answer that to my plan. But based on my knowledge, and city government are actually in the works to have our own facility, training facility, in the very, hopefully in the very near future. And personally, I've attended one of the consultations in the current project being conducted by the province of Samar through the national government and pagtindugan ang Spark Sport City Barangay Lagundi, and it is already underway based on the last consultation that we've had, and that would definitely answer the very pressing concern of the athletes to have training facility for swimming and athletics. Kaya ang stadium actually, mag-a-address man ito at duwa nga events. Di naman necessarily ang stadium ka mag-practice for volleyball, basketball, badminton, and the rest of the events. We've got it covered. Through also with our strong partnership with the 8th Infantry Division Philippine Army, nakag-training dito hasalun na idea natin in events such as lawn tennis, badminton, and futsal. So, majority of the events were covered. Swimming and athletics, gintagan hapon natin in training program para hand preparation sa EVRA. So yes, as to the plan, may the plan ng city government very soon. Di ko lang gusto i-preempt, pero may ada. There are plans in the works. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Any more follow-up questions?
May follow-up na po ako. Thank you, Sir Rod, for the answer. So my follow-up question is about, since we already have our gears, and of course, all the athletes have been trained. Last year, we are very kulelat with the last rank. So this year, can we at least, ay da ba kita, makaka-rank up ba kita within the year? Because we have all the years. I mean, sering pala kanina ni City Mayor, pagkita pala ato, wah! Oo, kanera, siyang mahadlok na hira. But, of course, di lang kita para sa gears eh. Are our athletes prepared physically, mentally, and are they prepared to battle it out? As in, can we have the words natin coaches, as you have been nag-supervise sa irabahing mga activities, pag-train na natin mga athletes. Do you think all the efforts of our city mayor, LGUs, or kung ano pang organization na bulig para natin athletes, do you think it won't go to waste? Are our athletes well trained to win this year?
To answer, let's have Dr. Carmen.
Hello, good morning, mauping aga, ginaso ng tanan. Ako I observe our practices, and even in the actual game last year during the EVRA, I observed and we can see how our athletes, especially ball games, would compete with the other division. Now, compared last year, we have an edge and we have an advantage now. 100%. Although di rin kami nasarin that we will get all the goals, but we are competitive than last year. So, I hope nga magiging positive ang outcome na aton mga preparations. Nga tanan gibuhos ang aton local government and aton LGU, plus the support of our coaches and parents to prepare our athletes mentally, emotionally, plus ito pa nga mention niyo kanina nga mga added factor, uniforms and other things, personal things. So, we are looking positively with maupay nga result.
Thank you so much, Dr. Carmela. Let's move on to our last one from the main media.
Hi, good morning. Ma'am, from Star Radio and Sapologan, LGU, pero part na rin ng gusto kong mabaron na about, diba, classes are still going. So, ano po yung setup? Ano po yung arrangement in teachers and the athletes or students na ang klase until March 31 po? Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Para gihap kami mabandian ang tanan nga mga parents nga nagpapakian na. Although diri athletes ang ira mga anak, mga concern dira. But for those who are athletes, ng mga coaches, ito po ang amon process na ginimpose sa ira. We go for the modular, amon-amon kuha nga paagi nga proseso. So ginahatag ito ira weekly. It is the coach who schedule their time to answer the modules and return the modules to the concerned schools. So dito school, pag i-check out ni teacher, tos tatagan nila in additional modules for the next week. An entire duration, the 1 month man good inihiya. So if there's a need to have the face-to-face, one-on-one na lang ito nga ginihimo ang ato mga teachers. We issued a division memorandum regarding hini, kay syempre diri good pwede bayaan ang academic requirement ng ato mga athletes. Amo ito dayon ang among gidiscuss sa LGU, and we are happy na very responsibly watira nga we have to do it this way. So para po ang mga nagpapakianak, laro huntog po ang aton mga athletes diri po ito ra mabibehind because they have their modules with them. Ira po ito ginaansiran ang naghihimo pong paagi ang aton coaches, pagbabalyuhan next modules and so on. Thank you, and mga pakianan.
Thank you so much. Let's go back to Radio.
This is Leslie from One Radio. Ang pagpakiana lang itong concern gihapon ng aton mga citizen, itong aton mga coaches, are they professional? Kay ang itong mga trainer, na trained by are they professional? From DepEd, nga aton point of view, we have a DepEd issue once. All coaches and trainers may dahito ginihimo nga training and aton national office cascaded to the regional, and the regional ika-cascaded division. Tanan po ito mandatory nga aton mga coaches nag-attend po ito nga mga training. So, kung professionalism nga level, iba-iba po ito ya. But for the requirement, pwede na po hirang mag-coach na mag-train as soon as they were able to comply ito nga training at ginagagdag and regional office on sports, mechanics, rules, regulations, and all. For the other side, the other.
Notwithstanding that, actually, we have tried to, we have really augmented the human resource of the DepEd with regards to the conduct of the training. Kaya we believe nga mas may improve natin itong sports program and even the performance of our athletes if our coaches and trainers are likewise, because you can give what you don't have. Kung diri training at diri talaga at par in knowledge and skills, especially technical know-how of the trainer, diri talaga kore madi-deliver. So just for the information of everyone, included aton almost 40, I think 35 na mga trainers naging contract ng city government across 25 events. we have 3 national trainers who are actually here in Catbalogan City, currently conducting the training of one event, which is volleyball. We have the head coach of the boys division of Adamson University, Sir Marvin Ramoso, and the assistant coach of the University of Santo Tomas, Sir J.M. Miliado, and the Philippine National Volleyball Federation Commissioner on Grassroots Development, Sir Oliver Mora, I mean. They are here, actually they stayed for a couple of days to actually oversee the conduct of the training. And we've had agreements already with them for the future, not just of one event, but the entire events of Catbalogan City in the future. I say this boldly, next year, our trainers will be national trainers for the different events. Thank you.
Thank you so much. This is our last question from our campus media, the Marian Prince.
So, good morning po. I am Fredeline Dakutanan from the Marian Footprints, the official college publication of SMCC. So, one of the highlights of this year's IBRA is the overflowing support of the city government and aton athletes. So, my question is, ano po ang mga plans ng city government para ma-ensure ang safety and security ng aton athletes during the IBRA 2024, knowing na maaari po na ang mga parents po very concerned po ang ira children. So paano po natin may ensure ang ira safety and security?
So, for the information of the public and everyone who are here, yesterday we've had a coordination meeting with the entire delegation of Catbalogan City. And as to the question how we should ensure the safety of our athletes, number one, the schools division through the Office of Sir Bimbola Madrid, we are finalizing and preparing the identification cards of our athletes. So very strict po in Ormoc City this time. Those ngawaray identification cards will not be allowed to enter the billeting venue ha Ormoc. That's number one. Also, we have escorts from the Philippine National Police to escort the entire delegation from the time that we leave tomorrow, 8 in the morning, until the time that we reach Ormoc, until the end of EBRAA. I think 6 personnel from the Philippine National Police will be with us to ensure the safety of our athletes while we are in Ormoc City. And apart from that, another set of police force will be augmented by Ormoc City Police outside of our billeting venue. So, as to safety, another is the identification cards. No one will be allowed in the absence of the identification cards provided by the schools division. And another thing is, we've ensured that all the winning provider or service provider of our transportation has complied with all the standards provided for by LTFRB, that they are roadworthy. There are standards actually by DepEd that need to be complied para sigurado ang pag-transport ang kabataan, safety ang kabataan as they are transported from Catbalogan City to Ormoc City and vice versa. That's it. Thank you.
Nice one. Any more follow-up questions? Yes, please. Last one.
So, regarding pa rin po and about budget allocation and kanina. So, paano mo niyo nakuha ang tapod ang iba-iba na ahensyahan Catbalogan para ibuhos ang iradako na suporta kan aton mga atleta na ma-achieve ang success na aton gin-aim?
I've always believed that in leadership, kung waray trust ng pagtapon, definitely di rin mag-success ito sa liderato. And we are very, very much happy that our city government of Catbalogan, through the leadership of City Mayor Dectaro, enjoys that trust and confidence of all our agencies and stakeholders. And that is precisely the reason why it was not difficult for us to actually mobilize in coming up with a fund, because there are oversight processes such as the procurement process under RA 9184, which is very tedious na process to ensure that government coffers or the government funds are spent well. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Attorney. So any more question? waray na Ameda pa. Let's hear from Dr. Carmela Tamayo.
Sir, kanina, waray lang pa imo bumaton ani because I'm not certain an amount. Pag kanina nagpakiana po kamo about ang funding. And sports funding po, ang Catbalogan City Division came from the National Office in the amount of 250,000. And out ito nga 250,000 and 100,000 po ito yung bibilin regional office para ang expenses ang EVRA. So tanan ito nga 13th division, may dito 100,000 na share for the expenses of EVRA in Ormoc. So ang remaining 150,000 because ang Aton City was so generous nga tanan gid baton na nira, waray na kami nagasto, we reserve that for our upcoming city meal which will happen this year. So we have still standing fund of 150,000. So I hope, sir, nabaton ka rin pakiana. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Follow up. Last one na lang.
Sobra kahataas ang standard yan na 2024. Ma'am, ma-maintain ba yun yung next year? Kasi bangin, di rin nakamasuportahan ng syudad next year. Dako hindi nga problema. It depends tungkol kay kahataas yan. Sobra. Personal in the history, gusto ganin ang support ng Catbalogan City.
Kung diri kami supportahan next year ang LGU, we will have an appeal as usual to our parents ng mga nanamamati na before an overwhelming support ang LGU, may support hira. At although not as much as this, plus our parents. So we will just go back to basics. Pero ang amon lagi hapon aim nga nagaampo kami nga ang LGU will continuously support nga sugad hini nga standard because what's the reason nga mabalik kita, right, sir, mga sir and mga ma'am? This is Catbalogan City, aton ini syudad, and I know mga tanan including the LGU will aim for much higher from the baseline, another increase in hinay but never nga mabalik. So nag-aampo kami nga mamimintain ngan madudugnan pa. And what we will do, dito nalaliwat sir itbaton kung umabot ito ng panahon kung mag-aano kami. Thank you, thank you.
And to add actually, one of our meetings with City Mayor, one word na nag-struck talaga ako my list, nagsisimula pa lang tayo. So expect no less in the near coming future. With this kind of provisions for our athletes, malayo pa tayo sa exciting part. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone. On behalf of the City Government of Catbalogan, we thank all of the media, members of the media who are present here tonight to get information. Our official social media page, the Catbalogan City Athletics Association, is always open and post every updates regarding EVRA 2024. You may also get in contact with our City Mayor's Office, City Population Youth Development Office, and City Information Office for clarifications or updates regarding the event. With that, damo nga salamat ng Diretso Uswag Catbalogan.